Even though there isn't a consolidation yet, we have to take into account what has happened. Take a look at the Bitcoin hourly chart, a bullish flag. Here is the correction. This is a bullish pattern and it's traded for a breakout to the upside. And look, we came right up to the upper boundary of the flag, right to the upper edge of this descending trend, this corrective move. We started to bounce off it, and after a small rebound, without even setting a new low, we broke through with a strong bullish engulfing candle and hit the 106,800 level, consolidating above it. There is just one thing to note why it might be risky to go long right now, because on the daily chart, we still haven't consolidated above 106,800. So we need to stay here for a bit longer, let's say another day or so, and only after that can you enter with full confidence. But in general, if you're trading on smaller time frames, you need to take this into account. Notice that if the price had moved lower along this flag, for example, reached the bottom, formed some kind of double bottom pattern, then pressed up again against the upper edge of our flag, the upper boundary of the trend line, and let's say changed its trend, that still wouldn't mean anything by itself. That wouldn't be a direct bullish signal. The price would simply move into some kind of sideways range. It might have changed the slope of the trend, but overall it wouldn't have led to any growth. It wouldn't have resulted in an all-time high. No, a breakout from a bullish flag can lead to a new all-time high, only if this breakout happens here, with consolidation above the 106,800 level. Why is this level so important? Let me remind you, right here, just to the left at the all-time high, a descending triangle formed. In fact, it's not typical for a strong market to form descending patterns. And by definition, when the crypto market is at an all-time high, it's supposed to be strong. A strong market should continue its vertical surge, continue accelerating the trend. Nothing of the sort happened here, and this pattern turns out to be a powerful signal for further decline, and it needs to be taken seriously. Here is its key level when it was broken. You can see that our trend changed, and the trend changed, let me remind you, on the daily time frame right here, when we dipped just below the trend line as we started approaching the pattern support. And once it was broken, our trend had already confidently changed. If there hadn't been a breakout there, if there had been a rebound, we could have drawn the trend a bit differently, nothing critical. And it was precisely when the pattern was broken that our upward trend changed. This is the most important key level, which now happens to coincide with the resistance inside the bullish flag. And only if this breakout happened right now, an exit from the bullish flag could lead to a new all-time high. And the breakout from the bullish flag has occurred. Consolidation above the level on the hourly chart seems to be happening already. Just wait another hour or two to be sure. On the daily chart, of course, that's not the case yet. Ideally, you should wait another day or two here. But here, it really depends on which time frame you're trading and what risks you're willing to take. And honestly, this is a super bullish signal. I'm not saying that the price will hit a new all-time high tomorrow or the day after, but essentially the resistance has been broken and there's nothing stopping the price from rising further. The only thing I honestly don't like is that even though the crypto market seems so bullish and everything looks great, when we look at altcoins, they're really weak against Bitcoin. This chart is very lackluster, it's hitting new lows. On the hourly time frame there are lower highs, and on the daily time frame it's getting squeezed closer to the lows. After altcoins showed their strength in early to mid-May, all that strength just vanished, it completely faded away. I showed my students, for example, that while Bitcoin was forming a double top with a higher high, Solana was actually making lower highs. So on the right here is Bitcoin notice one top, two tops, a higher high, meaning at least an upward movement, at least seemingly within a bullish trend. At the same time, Solana on move up, two moves up, but with lower highs. And Solana is a very strong coin. Here, it's very clear that the market is weak. I recommend that everyone open an account on the top exchange BingX, and here's why. First of all, it has the lowest trading fees on the market, period. And just from that alone, you can save quite a bit of money every month. The higher your trading volume, the more you'll save. And secondly, if you register using the link below, you'll get up to 30 USDT as a welcome bonus, even without making a deposit. There's a separate bonus of up to 500 for making a deposit and another up to 500 for trading volume, but even without a deposit you get 30. Here's what I recommend absolutely everyone do. Create an account using the link below, get a bonus of up to 30 USDT, check out the exchange and see how much you could save on fees, and then if you want, start trading later on. But everyone should create an account. I recommend getting the bonus on the top exchange BingX. The link is below, sign up. So actually, I'm using Solana as an example here, but it's really the same with any coin. Moreover, Solana has drawn a descending wedge here, and its breakout was so weak that it didn't even reach a new high. I remember Bitcoin also formed a descending wedge, broke out of it, and right here drew a second top. But Solana only made it about halfway up to the nearest level, then drew descending highs here, a double top, broke through the level, and is now forming something similar to a head and shoulders pattern. One of the seemingly strong coins on the market is drawing some bearish patterns. Ethereum. First of all, I'm looking at it, and I'm still not planning to buy Bitcoin. I'll be buying Ether specifically if it breaks through 2,700. But look, in my expectation, Ether should have broken through 2,700 right here, together with Bitcoin breaking its resistance. Bitcoin broke through its resistance, but here there was no breakout. So why am I showing you all this? If this is a bull trap, which is quite possible, because the rest of the market, except for Bitcoin, is weak, by the way, on June 12th, I'll be doing a live stream on Telegram where I'll answer questions and review positions, discussing which ones are relevant, where you should enter trades, and which ones you can even open right during the broadcast. And we'll be talking not only about what I promised in this video, but also about all the coins that interest the participants of the stream. We'll also discuss leverage trading, shorts, longs, intraday timeframes, analyze entry points, and everything else you need to start making money from trading. That's it, come join. I'm not posting the link to the stream anywhere. It will take place in my private Telegram channel, and I don't share the link to it publicly either. To get access, just send me a direct message. I leave a link to my Telegram direct messages in the description. So you need to message me if you're interested in this topic, in this stream. Just write to me and I'll send you the link to the private channel where the broadcast will take place. Be careful, you can try going long on Bitcoin. Keep in mind that apart from Bitcoin, the market doesn't really offer anything interesting right now. So there could be a bull trap and there are certain risks involved. Personally, I'm waiting for Ethereum to break out. Those are my positions, those are my thoughts. And if this does turn out to be a bull trap and the price drops sharply, let me remind you that buying Dash will be relevant if it crashes by about 50%. Subscribe to the channel and you'll also find links to my other social networks below. I post more content there and do it more quickly. Moreover, there's also a link below to the BingX exchange. I recommend registering there. It's convenient for beginners to learn trading, and experienced traders will find excellent trading conditions, low commissions and high liquidity. Thank you all. Good luck.